Live. Day 489. We did it, folks. The day you get sober, you wait for this day. The day you get sober, you wait for day 489. Yes. Yeah, I wanted to do this again. It's not going to be the same. I when I recorded the first 90 days, like those episodes, I would just record them and immediately post them, and I'd never listen to them, just like out of sight, out of mind. And when I was like, "Oh, maybe I'll record this again." I went back and I tried to listen to like a couple episodes that I just like recalled being funny. Dude, bummer. Bummer. I needed a I needed a beer. I needed drugs. I couldn't finish I couldn't finish an episode of my own podcast. It was sad. It was sad. People are like, "Yeah, we know. It was tough to listen to." You know, it's bad when you have, like, your most supportive friends going like, "Yeah, man, like, that was pretty, yeah, man, the podcast was pretty vulnerable." Anyway, 489 days later, dude, I wish I could say more has changed. If you told me when I first got sober that 489 days later, that golden number, that I would that I wouldn't be that different, I don't know if I would've signed up for this shit. Granted, I have, like, a bunch of new friends, and I'm, like, healthy, and I feel better about myself, and I, like, have a job. I, like, hold jobs and do taxes and stuff and such, but, I mean, I'm still, like, kinda weird. I don't know, maybe I'm dumb. I thought I would get sober and I wouldn't be weird anymore. But that's not the symptom of alcoholism. I'm weird before, I'm weird after. Now I'm just hyper cognizant. Now I'm just hyper cognizant of when I'm being weird. Last week I was at an audition, and there's like this really cute girl there. It was like a group audition, and after it, um, we were talking, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I'm like from Florida," and then someone else from the group like walks up, and we start all chatting, and that third person talks about how they were about to go on a trip to Disney World, and the cute girl was like, "Oh, I'm from Florida," and I go, "Oh, where?" And she says her town. I go, "Oh, okay, cool. My dad lives in Fort Lauderdale." And she was like, "Oh, nice." And she turns back to the girl who's going to Disney World and it's like, "Oh my god, you're gonna have so much fun," like yada yada yada. And I interject. I go, "Fort Lauderdale's pretty close to where you're from, right?" Huh? She was so kind. She gave me that like that smile and kind of nod. She was like, "Uh-huh. Yeah, it's close." Turns back, she goes, "Oh my god, when you're in Orlando, yada yada." I just can't tell if I was doing shit like that before sobriety. Oh my god, you're gonna have so much fun in Orlando. Like you should the downtown area, like really underrated. And there's this one restaurant, this is a sushi restaurant I love. Fort Lauderdale's close to where you're from, right? What? Aiden? Um, so dude, if I was always like this, at least like I had ignorance about it. I was very ignorant. I thought I was like a smooth fucking operator for a real I thought I was a pretty smooth operator for a while. And now I'm like in certain social settings and I'm like, "Oh fuck, I'm the awkward guy now." I'm noticing it. This is my second time trying to record this episode. I had to delete like a rough draft because I mean, I just like I'm constantly flubbing my words. In real life, when I was recording this, I'm probably gonna do it again now. I'm just like, I refuse to delete whatever I record now. Whatever I'm recording now, I'm fucking posting. But my brain is just like it's just way ahead of my mouth. And so I'm like, oh, I gotta say a pizza spot. So I'm saying pizzat. Oh my god, you know that one pizzat? What? Anyway, I wish I had like more updates. I was working at a coffee shop last time I recorded. Now I'm working at a different coffee shop. I was a personal assistant in between. That ended dramatically. I'll talk about that at some point. I don't feel like talking about it now. You're gonna, yeah. To keep them engaged with the podcast, you just gotta lure them in. You gotta drop hints. You gotta keep them coming back, guys. I promise. I got a nice story about. I got a cool story about why I quit that personal assistant job. It's funny because when I got it, I was like, "Oh man, this is perfect." This is why I came to LA. I came to LA to get sober, get a cool job as a personal director. There it is, personal director. There it is. Get this cool job as a personal assistant for a director. Life's gonna be good. You're gonna like buy their groceries at Erewhon. Get to do your cool shit on the side. Immediately want to leave that job. I'm a month in. I go, this shit, this shit is ass. This shit is so ass. 25 an hour, no benefits, just getting my ass kicked. Sip of water. I've been like seeing a girl a little bit, which is super cool. Maybe get off. The thing is, up top, she was like, "Yeah, I think I'm moving a little bit," which is like, which would be fine if I wasn't like pretty excited about this. Not gonna lie, not gonna lie, kind of excited about her. Fully gonna move. Maybe a better version of myself would have the discipline to be like, you know what? I really like you, but the fact that you're moving um seems challenging, and I think it would be best that I remove myself from the situation sooner than later when it's more difficult too. Fuck that. When are you moving? All right. Let me pencil pain into my schedule. When are you moving? Cool. I'm gonna be belly flopping into sadness that week. So I think I'm about to maybe get off the apps. Still on those. Not really right now. I'm finally free from Field. I don't know if I talked about being on Field. That app needs Jesus. I don't say that as it's a kink shame. That's not like the part of it. That you're ever single for so long you go, maybe I'm poly. I think that's got to be a huge portion of the polyamorous community. Just people who've been single for so long or just haven't had it or just have had a series of monogamous relationships not work out. They go, huh, I guess I'm poly. Nothing like being a poly guy in the apps with no one. I'm solo poly looking for multiple people. So you got no one. Hey, Aiden, maybe try getting one person. My friend Lex said, so you got no bitches. Solo poly? Dude, if you're poly, don't even say you're solo poly. Oh my god. I'm on such a just, just tangents. That's what this is though. Fuck it. I had a dream that I pause. Holy shit. I'm not going to tell you about my I can't that was almost very hypocritical of me. I've lately kind of come out of the closet on this take. I used to kind of be guarded about this because I know people like and care about dreams, but I honestly think sharing your dreams with other people is almost rude. I think it's almost rude. It is rude. If someone sincerely wants to hear your dream and you sincerely want to tell them about your dream, that's cool. But anyone I'm if someone talks to me about their dream, I feel like I'm being held hostage. It's like, "Hey, Aiden, do you wanna hear, a story that I just made up?" It's gonna sound very made up, and, just a fictional story about me that I made up and has no real life implications. Do you wanna hear that? No. Please don't tell me that. Of course, I used to be like, "Yeah, yeah, oh my god, yes, oh my god, story time, tell me about your dream." So, like, I was, like, in a mall in this mall, and it looked so much like the mall that I used to go to when I was growing up, and then I saw Sam, and then Sam but it didn't, like, quite look like Sam because, like, he had, like, Yeti feet. Seven-year-olds have better stories than your than a dream. Tell it talking dude, I'm putting together a comprehensive bit here almost. Because I sound like a seven-year-old if I tell you about my dream. Yeah, so, like, I went to the coffee shop and, the baristas, well, they all had Yeti feet. And, and they weren't and they, like, were selling something that looked like coffee, but it tasted like cotton candy. And then, everyone there were aliens, and you get the point. Find the people who wanna hear about your dreams. I'm not going to pretend that's it. If there's one thing I've gotten in sobriety, it's that I will no longer pretend to be interested in your dreams. Yes! They talk about the promises. They talk about the things that happen, the spiritual revelations that occur, and mine is that will have the finally have the bravery and the courage to say no when you ask me if you want to hear about your dream. Except when my friend John visited me because I love that man so much that of course I'll listen to his dream. And didn't share this take with him. So actually, I didn't even learn the lesson that I just talked about. Sip of water. But yeah, I mean, I'm just doing this for fun now. I need a hobby. You like to play tennis. You go to a rock climbing gym. I talk into a microphone and stare at my wall. I talk into a microphone and stare at my wall. I've had 6 shots of espresso and 2 drip coffees today. My co I got it. My coffee addiction's out of control. When I served alcohol at a restaurant in Brooklyn, I couldn't stop drinking alcohol on the job, and now when I work at a coffee shop, I can't stop drinking coffee on the job. And then I talk like this. I wanna, like, practice talking into a microphone again too. I, like, go to mics and do stand-up sometimes, but, I think, like, doing this will hopefully, like, I just get pretty good at just speaking again. Maybe this podcast will let me keep my words in the correct order in my sentences. I hear my roommate walking around. Oh, no, he's coming home. Yeah. Anything else? Nothing coming to mind. I'll jot. Maybe I do. I should jot some shit down. And I gotta get off field. I'm deleting it. That's it. Hey, I'm recording the pod. No, all good. I'll come say hey after. Maybe that's the sign to wrap it up. I'm staring at my phone right now. But I'll keep doing this. This is just a little reintroduction. Like I said, I need a fucking hobby. And this is it. This is my golden ticket to inner peace. Fuck video games. Fuck athletics. I want to talk into a microphone and stare at my wall by myself. Dude, it does not take a lot to make me happy. I guess other than literally not putting a single drink or drug into my body. That shit's ass. Dude, that shit is ass. And I can't believe I haven't done it in 489 days. That shit is so much fun. I'm so envious. I go out with people now and I just encourage super heavy drinking. I was hanging out with my friend Ted the other day and he almost left the bar without finishing his drink. Guys, you guys gotta finish your drink. You gotta finish your drinks. Yeah, this is hard to record when I hear my roommate walking around. I like when people drink a lot. Like I really encourage it. We go out. I'm like, drink another, drink another. But then when, of course, they get hammered, I'm like, oh, this isn't fun anymore. You're really difficult to talk to. But yeah, dude, I hang out in bars now. There's just no issues. Cravings are like not really around. I haven't had a relapse dream in so long. Dude, when you get sober, you get these fucking insanely vivid relapse dreams where it's just. And the thought process is like I think exactly what I'd have if I was like I feel all the guilt and the shame and then I like lie and like yada yada. Anyway, not having those anymore, and that's awesome. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I sort of gotta have more to talk about next time. Maybe not. Let me exercise some rigorous honesty and say I might not have shit, you know. Dude, after this, I'm gonna scroll Instagram. I re-downloaded Instagram, and I kind of like it again. I'm not gonna lie. I was staunchly opposed for a while, and now I think I'm back in. Fuck it. For a while, I just like honestly, my ego really couldn't take seeing other people doing stuff that I wanted to do that I wasn't doing. But now I don't really give a fuck anymore. And now that that's the case, show me the cute dogs. Yeah, I can see someone achieve their dreams. Now show me the cute puppies. All right, that's it. Fucking good night.